Last week, when you joined us, we talked about SOS free, salt, oil, sugar free. When we eliminate salt from our diet, we want to get iodine. Now, how do we get it?
Yeah, when we eliminate the iodized salt, because sea salt, it's interesting. Sea salt typically doesn't have much iodine in it because it evaporates off as it's drying and getting concentrated. But yeah, we were always buying iodized sea salt to get the iodine we needed, but we have eliminated that now. So what do?
Seaweed, sea vegetable, every day goes in my smoothie.
That's such an easy way. I don't know why we hadn't thought of this before.
I know. I felt the same.
Yeah, because for years we were, we were adding the sea vegetables to salts, and we always do our beans and grains with kombu. But it just never occurred to me how easy it is to just put a piece of dried seaweed in the bottom of the Vitamix when we're doing our smoothies. So that's how we're getting our sea vegetable these days. And I'm delighted to know that I'm getting that extra mineral, particularly the iodine levels that are so healthy.
Yeah, and in the smoothie, you don't even know it's there. You don't taste it. So I love that. And we still use kombu in our beans and grains. So we get it in that as well. But I like making sure I'm getting enough iodine. And I know I am when I put it in my smoothie each day.
Yeah, I just looked up a chart on the internet for how much iodine is in wakame. That's what we use in our smoothies. And there is so much iodine in the sea vegetable. It's unbelievable. So this is about a half a gram of wakame. And that's about how much we put in our smoothie each day.
Yeah.
And that's 150 micrograms of iodine, which is the full recommended daily intake. So we add this to our smoothie every day. And then we've got iodine coming in all the other veggies we're eating as well. So I feel real comfortable in my iodine level without having any iodized salt.
And one thing that also is contained is vitamin K, and there are lots of other minerals Bill probably will talk about. But they've done research trying to find out if sea vegetable helps with weight loss. Now, they haven't tried it specifically on humans, but they have created some products with seaweed in them to help with weight loss that are sold in supplement stores. So it certainly has many, many benefits. And the Oriental people in Japan and China used it for a long time. And it made such a difference in the Japanese culture, specifically with women in menopause symptoms. It really supported not even having them, which they didn't for years. Now they do more because they're eating more of a Western diet full of saturated fat and meat and all those things that we've grown up thinking were healthy and have discovered are not.
Yeah, so sea vegetables contain like 10 to 20 times the levels of minerals that are found in land-based foods. So you don't need to eat a lot to really increase that mineral intake. And like Connie was saying, they're rich in vitamins too, vitamin A, B, all the B vitamins, as well as C and D and K, like she mentioned. They are a real treasure trove of vitamins and minerals, these little veggies.
Yeah, and they're great in iron too.
Yeah,
so
iron.
They're good for iron levels as well.
Calcium, iodine, iron. Yeah. Another thing that's interesting that's not talked about very often is that they help to remove heavy metals and radiation from the body.
Oh, that is so good. I remember that now you mention it.
Yeah, it's like what else can we eat that actually removes heavy metals and radiation? Almost everything we eat with acid rain and everything. Now we're getting heavy metals in our food. So isn't that great? These sea vegetables are really amazing what they can do. So it's almost like having a little bit of sea vegetable in your smoothie each morning is kind of like nature's natural multivitamin.
Yeah, that's a good
Vitamin
point.
mineral supplement. Yeah.
Yeah, in the whole food
In the
form.
whole food form. So it's all bioavailable, which is so different than when they isolate them and make these vitamins and things in the multivitamins out of synthetics. So yeah, we're into the whole food form.
So get your sea vegetable. That's the important thing.
All food plant-based, keep your body healthy.
Now, the recipe today is really delicious and rather unusual. It's a fruity coleslaw with a great dressing made from rolled oats and almonds. It's really yummy and lots of fruit. So give it a try. Good summer. It can be your main course. We had it yesterday for lunch. It was delicious.
Yeah, it was interesting for me. The first taste was like, oh, this is different. And every bite I took, I wanted more. It kind of grew on me. So it's a really delicious dish. And like Connie was saying, we've given you a recipe that has the option of including chickpeas with it, garbanzo beans, which makes it a real full main meal. What we had for lunch yesterday was without the garbanzo beans, and that was fine for me too. Lighter, but in summertime, I like the lighter meal like that. So give it a try. I think you'll like it.
And remember, if you have questions or comments, just write them in below. We'd love to hear from you and we'll get right back to you.
Okay. That's it for now. See you next week.